Very well. I believe the stream should be starting right about now. It seems to be starting. I don't know when it actually starts on YouTube. There is like a two-step process. You have to start streaming with a stream software, and then there is go live on YouTube. And I have no idea at which point it starts, because there is a weird preview, but it seems to be live now. Let's not ponder over that. Sorry for the slight delay. OBS had an update, and I didn't think a lot of things would change, but there are no music folders anymore, apparently, which is a slight problem, so I will have to play some sort of a weird music from YouTube. That may be playing in the background now. As a 5 plays, of course, I like to do that. It is sort of a comfortable image. It should be crackling a little bit. This is, of course, not like the last stream. The last stream that I did this, I was completely bombed, and it didn't go very well. It was meant to be sort of a news update on the channel stream, and that didn't happen. I think I rambled about Toast for like 30 minutes, and then I got lost. So not much was achieved. But hopefully this video should be briefer, more informative, and there shouldn't be like questions or stuff like that. This should stay on the channel, and it should be like, this is news. Because there are actually some things that require people's input. I'm just going to put in some... This is well prepared, as you could have... Oh god. Super channel news. This is very professional, but don't be distracted. Now, the reason this exists is because I actually sort of need help. No, okay. Just, if you look at the channel, not much has been happening. I think nothing has happened in January. By this point, I may have already unlisted like the update video and the other stream and stuff like that. So there is nothing in January. That was not actually the plan. I put up some sort of a schedule of stuff I would like to finish, and that didn't, of course, happen. So I'm kind of looking to do something at least. January has not been very good, but I'm not like a vlogger, so I'm not going to talk about that. This is not based on my personality. I have to supplement that with edits, because I have little personality, to be honest. I seem to have lost the streaming folder already. There it is. So, something that I want to do in February, to have at least some regular content, normal uploads aside, because sometimes I don't upload anything for a long time. Look at January 2021, there is nothing. So something I want to do is kind of regular stuff, and for that purpose I'm bringing back some really old shit. Now, the first thing that actually could use some user input is Warframe Enigmas. They are kind of weird. The format is basically there is a question being posed, which I would like to source from the viewers. And the reason this is on a stream is that because, you know, people are a little bit reserved when it comes to comments, and in the chat the messages usually come easier. So you can even start posting questions for Warframe Enigmas now, if you are familiar with it. But the point is, there is some sort of a silly, pretentious question being asked. I think I have one more example of that. I have 2 more examples. This is from the past videos. There's not a lot of them, maybe like 7, but now I would like to do these regularly. Originally they were pretty short. This is from the last one, I believe. But originally the Warframe Enigmas videos looked something like this. Let's see if this can actually play.
Where did my stack of 24 go?
That may be too loud, I'm sorry. But yeah, that was kind of it. Later they would kind of bloat, and concerning the channel, the videos are still pretty short, like around 1 minute, but Warframe Enigmas are a little bit longer than the other thing I want to do. I have an example of a longer Enigma.
Oh, that's way heck big.
Viewer discretion is probably advised. I don't know.
Do not do it. What's up?
Look, brothers! Here is my PP!
Oh no!
So that is probably what you can expect from these regular type of uploads. Sort of longer than they originally started, maybe 30 to 1 minute max. 2 minutes, I think the longest Enigma is like minute 40 seconds, something like that. But for this type of content you can actually post questions, I look through. Well, I will look through the chat for this one, but usually it is the comments on the last Warframe Enigma, which of course has been ages ago, so that's featured in the stream now. The other thing that this is going to sort of cycle with is the much shorter PewPew review series, which is just basically me doing non-verbal sounds. Like, okay, I'll probably just show you an example of that as well. This is the optical review. That's basically it. These are extremely short, very fast to make, and the reason for that is because I would actually like to have the schedule like this for regular content. Now, this is week 4 of course, so that's already gone, but next week, at some point, I would like to get out a Warframe Enigma, and... no. Okay, that's the wrong list. Oh no. Hold on. This got updated. I wasn't able to fit it in there, but oh no, this is bad. I will need to quickly, really quickly, open my Photoshop.net program and write this in. But the point is, while I'm doing this, wait. There we go. Don't worry, I'm skilled at technical things. I can do this, I hope. The point is, I would like to alternate between Warframe Enigmas on 1 week and the Minimalistic PewPew review, coupled with an actual Darkest Dungeon short in like an even week, I guess. So Enigmas would be odd weeks and the other 2 would be even. This is not looking good, but I guess this will just have to do. I am very sorry in advance. I seem to have misplaced the proper file, but this hurts. Still, the schedule should look like this. So next week it should be an Enigma, and then on the 6th week there should be a PewPew review and a Darkest Dungeon short. Now, the Darkest Dungeon shorts I have not done yet, but I did want to try it for some time, maybe like 8 months. I have tried it, and it actually looks really good. The stylized graphics of Darkest Dungeon are very nice for the way I animate things currently. So I don't really have a better example, and this is just like a GIF that I made from a short experiment, but it doesn't look bad at all. It seems consistent with the Darkest Dungeon graphics, and it could be actually pretty nice. So that is going to be sort of cycling around with Warframe Enigmas and then the PewPew review and Darkest Dungeon on even weeks. The reason why I'm mentioning this is that naturally these Darkest Dungeon shorts do need a little bit more work, more effort put into them, which is why they are coupled with the PewPew review. These are fairly simple to make, but there will also be a need for additional voice actors, since I would like to have the characters voiced by other people. I don't think I could voice everything myself, that would sound fucking bad, so, you know, I will probably voice, unless I change my mind, the Jester. I can do the We Live in a Society. I think sort of an unfunny, useless comedian is... I think I will be able to character act that for some reason. But I will of course need other characters as well, so... for this reason, once I'm done putting these things on screen, there's Alzared, I believe he's called in the game. I don't know what the bounty hunter is called, and there is Reynold. So I will need some additional, wow, bad at speaking, voice acting help. For that purpose, I have actually started sort of a Discord server just for voice acting. There are no available chats that are open, there is just information on how to get voice acting to me, and there will be information on open voice acting projects when they happen. This is not compensated in any way, sadly. The link is on screen and also should be in description by this point. If it isn't, well, I will add it later. But the Discord basically just contains information about what to do, and then an empty channel with future listings to be added. In the very, very near future, I will be starting to sort of search for the people who could voice for some of the Darkest Dungeon shorts, so there will be an update at least. Now, that is for the regular content, so Warframe Enigmas and then the PewPew review and the Darkest Dungeon shorts, sort of rotating on a weekly basis. The other thing that I can sort of use some input with, well, I have a lot more things, but one more thing I can use some input for, not necessarily need, is... where is it? Is the 100,000 subscriber video. I was trying a very smart strategy where I started not uploading anything for a long time, and I was hoping the subscribers would drop enough so that I wouldn't need to do a 100,000 subscriber video. But, well, sadly it didn't happen yet, and I will probably have to do that in February. What this is, if you haven't really caught it last time, haven't seen my Twitter or anything, it is going to be sort of a Hunger Games simulator. I don't know how it's called, but simulated Hunger Games that are going to be animated in a video form with Warframe characters. These are the districts, these are the pairings. I just went by what sort of made sense. The last district was voted by people on Twitter, so you can probably understand why it's the two female characters from Deimos. But the thing that you can maybe also suggest for this are the actual events in the simulation. This was popular on the internet quite a long time ago. This is an old website, but there is this thing, Brand Steel sort of simulators, so that's what it's called. And what happens is you kind of put in, or you can put in, a custom cast of characters, and then random events happen, and that's what the video is going to be based off of. Now, for that, you can actually put in your own events, and I'm going to be writing some to be relevant to Warframe. You don't need to worry about some kind of syntax, not even this in the picture, don't ignore the lower part. That's just to demonstrate you can add your own events. But since it is very simple, the simulation doesn't actually take into account anything other than dance, you can add a lot of stuff. You can see that it's very simple, it's just basically just a line of text like player 1 grabs a shovel, but because the simulation doesn't take into account that the character has a shovel, it really doesn't account for that in any way, it is very simple to add new things. But it really serves like no practical purpose in terms of the simulation, but it will be interesting since this is what the animation will be visually based on. So there can be some interesting stuff. If you want to put some suggestions what should be included in this, in the events of the 100,000 subscriber Hunger Games Warframe sort of monstrosity video, you can also put that in the chat or later in the comments. So that's probably really everything meaningful in this video. I will actually be ending the stream fairly soon. I may be starting it on the side channel. I don't really think many people are interested in me rambling, so I'll just move these there if it happens. But I guess I can just give... oh yeah, I have it here. The most recent future video that is going to be coming is going to be about Nightwave. It is a very old video that I excavated. There isn't much work on it done, but it is relevant to Nightwave, and since Nightwave Series 3 just ended, and I believe the video message could be relevant, that is going to be happening. What you are seeing is a still picture from the video, even if it doesn't look like that. This is about Warframe. It is going to be a strange video, but I don't think many people are going to like it, but it's interesting, at least, I guess. Another thing that I will make a separate update for, and information that is going to be a little bit more complex, is what I spoke about earlier during January. It's going to be the real esports gaming Warframe 2 Development International Championship. It's not that, really, it's just a funny name. I think that currently, the Global Game Jam should be still ongoing, but it is sort of inspired by that. It is going to be just a game jam where people can make anything Warframe related with any game engine, really. And anyone with whatever kind of experience can jump in and try to do something. I will then go over the results of whatever materializes as a result of this in a video and see if something good can really be made in this regard. I really should have written some sort of a script or at least some notes, but there we are. Now, these things aside, I have things that are being prepared video-wise for maybe February, but I really first need to see how much time it will take me to keep up the regular content. So I cannot really say how many other things will get uploaded during February. There we go. So yeah, and that is pretty much it. If you have any questions in the chat, maybe place them now, and I will be ending this fairly soon. Yeah. Are you okay? No, I'm not. But I'm actually better. January has been kind of bad, but I'm thinking... This was a message like I'm scrolling up in chat, but if you have any questions about the content, I can probably answer that. Blender... Yeah, I still have the third video, I still have it recorded, I have it kind of... Well, I don't have it edited, I just have it put on the timeline and like briefly cut into pieces, but... I think I will make it like maybe second week of February. Again, I need to find out how long it will take to make this regular content, but at least the third part of the Blender series should be up, definitely. That's... Even if I give up on the Blender series, which I don't want to do, I do have a third video made, so that's that. But there we go, that's actually the same person asking if I'm certain. Will you make more Cataclysm memes? Well, I don't. Well, it's in the picture here. I don't want to. But yeah, potentially. It's kind of a forced meme. I guess that's what a meme really means. But yeah, I suppose there's going to be more Cataclysm inevitably. Do you have more PewPew things to show? No, not downloaded. Is 2020 all caused by Cataclysm? Well, technically everything, I believe, is caused by Cataclysm. Yeah, I don't think people have many questions, really. Yeah. Right. So, I think this should be it. And there has been an option to sort of move the stream to another channel or suggest another thing after the stream ends, but I didn't manage to get it working, so that's kind of bad. I will probably go and try maybe like streaming on the second channel. I was initially like going to make it a question answer thing, but from the previous experiences of me doing that mid-January, that doesn't really work, so I will probably just sit back and do something, look at the chat occasionally, maybe play something in the background. Right. Live redirect. Yeah, I can only redirect to like a non-existing stream on this channel, so, well, that's bad. But I will be moving that to the Warframe Pending channel, and the stream should be up there in a few minutes, I suppose. The second channel is actually linked on the main channel. There should be like... It should be in the overlay, actually. I think they sort of yeeted the sidebar of channels on the right, but yeah, it is on the overlay in the lower right corner of the banner picture. It is called Garbage Channel. It's basically where I upload unfinished stuff, short, just weird things that happen when I play games, or just basically anything that is not fit for the main channel. That is even worse, which should be a warning enough for people daring to venture there, but, well, yeah. Twitter post review from 2020, good question, sad. I did actually record it, but it turns out, for some reason, I don't know how, the audio is corrupt somehow. I think I should make an effort at recovering it, but honestly, there was not that much content worth salvaging. The audio just dies after like 10 minutes, so that's kind of bad. But the only highlight of the 2020 Twitter review, I think, that was present in that video is me just laughing profusely at the Destiny 2 Guardian Games Hunter performance, which, you know, I'm tempted. That alone is probably worth it, but I will see if I can fix the audio. Maybe it will happen. Yeah. Did you watch the stream? No, I didn't. I don't think I have watched a single dev stream or a prime time. I am honestly not all that invested, but I will probably need to, because I need to figure out if they said something about Nightwave so I can modify the previously mentioned video accordingly. Yeah. Are you going to do a BNP raid? No, that's not a good idea, honestly. There we go. I think that's a good stopping good stopping point for. Believe it or not, I'm not actually intoxicated today. I believe that is a good stopping point for the music and also for the stream. So, if you want me just drowning in melancholy, you can head to the side channel, to the worse name pending channel. If not, that is entirely understandable given the circumstances. The information is there. I see some people have joined the voice acting Discord, which is nice, and that should be updated hopefully like tomorrow or on Sunday. I have several scripts, quote unquote, written for Darkest Dungeon, but I will just need to pick whichever I want to do first, or if I want to sort of kind of scout for what kind of voices or what kind of characters people could voice first. I'll just have to think about it a little bit more. But yeah, this has been the channel news. Very professional. There's fire in the background and pictures on the above it. And that is pretty much it. I don't have anything to end this on. I probably should have. Yeah, I think this is... I will repeat the Minimalistic PewPew review video. I think that is a good kind of way to end the stream. So, there we go.